What's going on, y'all? I know y'all like, damn, Ashley, it's been like, I had to go look at my own videos. I'm sorry. I had to go, bitch, look at this gray fucking hair. Like this, I've had this gray hair since I was in high school. And bitch, let me tell you something, high school stressed me the fuck out towards the end. And it just never went anywhere. But anyway, I'm waiting on my stylist to get my, y'all know how that go. Trying to get an appointment for Saturday to get this done. And then my sister graduates on the 6th of... Bitch, is it really the 6th? Not next week, the week after that. Okay, yeah, Monday the 6th, June 6th, okay? And then we got her prom coming up at the end of the month. Oh, my God. Well, actually, that weekend, her prom is coming up. And then they graduating on that Monday. And it's just a whole lot. But I know y'all like, damn, bitch, what happened to the videos? Girl, shit just been going on. But, what's been happening? I know I've been leaving y'all high and dry, but don't be meaning that. I don't know, like something really just came to my mind because I just feel like when we talk about sexual activities, when it comes to like men and women, it is always a freaking double standard, okay? I'm not gonna be on here long, but it just popped up in my mind because this discussion had came up a while ago and I wanted to talk about it. I want to know who the fuck brought up this whole issue about body counts, okay? Bitch, that if you want to fucking you want a fucking debate to happen on Twitter, bitch, just bring up a bitch body count, all right? We see the difference between men and women and how we are viewed, and it's just like with a lot of stuff that's in society that we need to just break away from. Okay, we need to break away from. It's the same situation to me. It feels the same. It feels like it's like when it comes to the bisexual issue, it's okay for a woman to be bisexual and for men to be okay to date her because, oh, I don't care if you go with a woman or not. Even though I have come across some men who really do not like women who fuck around with other women. You know, they don't want that. And I found that kind of, you know, like, oh, okay, you know, it was a little odd, but because I see it so much the opposite way, you know what I'm saying? Men liking it because they thinking they can get a threesome in or whatever, or they could get girlfriends. Y'all can have to say girlfriends, whatever, for their own pleasure. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what being a bisexual means, okay? It means that that person is attracted to both sex. They can go to either sex that they want to. It's no telling which sex that they will fall in love with, but they still do desire sexually both sex, okay? And for you to feel as though that gives you the opportunity to have sex with both of them, you know, for y'all to have threesomes or whatever, come on, we got to get up out of that thinking. But we also got the whole situation about, you know, with women that don't really fuck with bisexual men like that. I found some people that do, you know, which I applaud y'all, but I don't want to get into that because y'all have y'all own, you know, to each his own. People, then the subject of biphobia come up, and biphobia for within the community, homophobic, and I don't necessarily feel like when 100% depending on the situation that if a woman or a man doesn't want to be with somebody that is bisexual, I don't feel like that's necessarily meaning that they're homophobic. You know what I'm saying? In certain cases, you know, but for some of y'all women, y'all just can't get past the fact that, you know, your man probably fucked off with another man. And I mean, sex is sex. So, like, I wouldn't, if I was a straight woman, I wouldn't mind it. Maybe because I'm just automatically, I've always been open to stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I thought about, like, if I was to I should say, date a trans person, and I will say, you know, at one point I didn't know, but, you know, in my later years, and especially like being on certain apps like TikTok, baby, it's some fine ass. I would. At this point, I would, because baby, you just never know. Sometimes you need to have that adage of never fucking say never, because you just never know what you might fuck around and be attracted to. And I know people want to throw up in there about preferences, yeah, but sometimes preferences are rooted in some evil shit, okay? But if your preference is not rooted in some disrespectful ass, homophobic ass shit, it's understandable. You got your like what you like. It is what it is. But that's not what I'm talking about. This whole situation about body count and the double standards that it is, it's just so weird to me that people be so focused on who you fucked before me or how many people you had before me, when technically speaking, the majority of the people that are out here dating and doing each other or whatever, y'all not virgins. You're not with this person for the first time. You're not having sex for the first time. And I honestly feel as though it does not matter. And I honestly don't want to know who the fuck you had sex with. It's not going to change my opinion about whether or not I'm loving you, I'm liking you, I want to get to know more about you, I'm attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? Just because I found out that you probably done fucked around with 50 people, all of a sudden, bitch, it's like, you disgusting. Like, I'm just back the fuck away. I'm not that type of person. I know it's people out there that's like that because they think that that's whole activity or whatever. But my whole thing is, when it comes to stuff like that, I feel as though, you know, if you're trying to settle down, we never know what was in the person's past and what made them want to do all of that. And like I said, I'm free. I'm for all the fluidity that there is. I'm free for, I'm all the way here for being open-minded. So therefore, I'm not gonna be upset that you have all these people on your body count or whatever. Sex is sex. A lot of people are out here just fucking to be fucking to get their nut off because they don't want relationships yet, but they do need to get a nut off, okay? And as long as it's consensual and it's safe, I don't give a fuck. But then you got those people that says, oh, it's okay for a man to have multiple fucking women underneath their belt, but then let a woman have it. She's a goddamn whore. She's a whore. And she's not a respectable woman, and she's not good enough to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Because if a woman got 10 bodies on her and you want to call her a whore, and then a man has 10 bodies on him and you just want to say, well, he's just a man. No, he's a fucking whore too. If you want, we got to apply logic to everybody. We can't say, well, this is an exception. No, it's not an exception. Okay? It applies to everybody. We in equality, right? Bitch, you're going to equally get this shit, okay? It's going to apply to everybody. That's why I just feel like it's a childish debate. Because at the end of the day, why do I care about how many people you've been with before me? You're with me at this point. As long as you have not been with somebody that I personally know, somebody in my family, I don't give a fuck, because that was your past, that was your then. You are in the now with me. We are trying to work on something and see if it works or whatever. If it gets to the point where we get into a relationship and we have sexual activities, then it get there. And that is all that I'm concerned about. I don't give a fuck about who was better, who was bigger, because that's what y'all be into. I don't give a fuck about that shit, because we here now. I don't want to compare and contrast throughout a full fucking relationship. And I feel like that's called maturity. And some people just ain't mature enough to be in a fucking relationship to get to that point. If you are up here talking about, you know, damn, you got more people that you fuck with than me, and you this and you that. So, and then at 10, some of y'all be lying about how many y'all be fucking around with. Okay? And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I'm not a judger. And I know some people that's be like, listen, you got all them bodies on you. I don't know what the fuck you been doing, your shit. Listen, it's not like that. And y'all need to stop calling people loose. Okay, when did we get this whole situation and come to the conclusion that if a woman has had sex multiple times to the point that, like, let's say a big number of times, that her vagina becomes loose to the point that it needs to be closed up, to the point that, you know, it's like the fucking tunnel, like a fucking subway tunnel down there. That goes to show that people did not pay attention in basic sex education if they gave that in school. It also goes to show that people do not take the time out to learn about the human body regardless, just for your own curiosity, just so that you can know how your body function and how your mate's body function as well. Because you will know that that is not true unless it's something else going on down there, that there are some causes for, vagina tightening up a little bit, but the vagina is a fucking muscle, just like the asshole is a fucking muscle, and that shit's gonna contract for the most part back to where it needs to be. Okay, listen, and especially after a woman gives, you think a motherfucking woman's vagina is fucking loose after she didn't, and then she give fucking birth to a goddamn 8-pound baby. You see how small that shit gets? This fucking small, and open up to that fucking big, and then go right the fuck back sometimes all the way. Girl, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Okay. Now maybe we just, and I understand why people say that, because they just trying to say that you a hoe, that you fuck around a lot. Now there are really some hoes out there. We gotta clear up the definitions, okay? Because in all honesty, I feel as though a hoe is a person that just fuck around with no fucking regards, that don't give a shit about themselves, that just out here doing this, doing that for whatever fucking reason, no real reason, just to be doing it, just to be fucking up lives and all that shit. A hoe is a person that'll probably fuck around with a married couple, a married person, or a person that's in a relationship and don't give a fuck. That's to me what a hoe is. That's one step away from a prostitute, because a prostitute is a hoe that get paid for money. No, I ain't gonna say a hoe. A prostitute is a person that get paid for sex. Because there are sex workers out here that literally do that for their profession, and that's their choice, and I don't consider them necessarily whores. But that's a touchy subject, and it's probably like one of those subjects that people can agree to disagree on, and they have their own definitions or whatever. But yeah, we got to get out that double standard shit. Put down in the comments some other double standards that they have about, men and women. Because I know that body count situation, oh my God, I just be like, why do y'all always bring this shit up? It comes around probably like every fucking 2 months on fucking Twitter. I'd be like, what the fuck? It is what it is. Who gives a shit? You're with a person. And because you worried about somebody's body count, that's the fucking reason why. That is the fucking reason why you are not in a relationship now. Okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent. Look up some more things when something pop. And most of the time, it's just, the stuff that I've been talking about just been things that either y'all have told me or, asked me to speak on, or that has popped up in my mind that I want to speak on. And like I said, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, a certain topic or whatever surrounding this little afternoon delight situation, just hit me up. Okay, I'm on Twitter, Ashley Shy Miller. I'm on Instagram, Ashley Shy Miller. I would say Facebook, but I don't be on that shit like that. But if you want to, just hit me up in those places. And if it's too private, just hit me up in those. Bitch, hit me up in one of those places. If you ain't got either one of that, ask for my email and I'll give it to you. But yeah, or you can put it down in the comments. And I'll talk to y'all later, all right? Peace.